to do that. Not that a mouthful, so I know, Kingdom Beauty, you have a lot to say from what I just said right there.
Mhm.
Can you hear me?
Yes, my mind was, my mind just goes 100 miles an hour. I'm just very taken by the question of, can you provide that? Can you provide that place? Because it's more than just providing it, but knowing what to do with what you're given or what you're trusted with in that place. I know that I have always seen this story in a very negative light without really extracting a deeper meaning from the Samson and Delilah story. It tells you the power of, in this particular story, of a woman, but what do you do with the power that you've been given, and how do you use it, and how do you use it to empower instead of take the strength from the person that says to you, I need to lay my head in your lap. So it's just me have internal conversation with myself if I have what it takes to be trusted with that power, you know?
Right. And that's the thing when people are, particularly when they need to come into a coaching session, there's some questions they need to ask right there. Are you capable of having a lap of love, a place where your mate can come there, or your potential mate can come, and you'll be trusted with your choices, secrets, strengths, weaknesses, and everything being exposed there. It's a place of intimacy. And I think what happens is a lot of people are not there because they have not trusted, they have not been comfortable with their own secrets or their own love.
Right.
And what happens is, and if they're not trusted, how can you trust someone else's?
Right. That's very, very key. Very true.
And so it's very important. It's very important. And you're going to have a lap of love. A lap of love is more than just saying being intimate sexually. It's more than that. It's deeper than that. It's about even having a place where you, and I'm emphasizing this again, where you are trusted with someone else's heart. And the secrets, the desires, the visions, the disappointments, everything is right there at your lap. But the dangerous thing is to take those things and use it against someone else, use it against them, or to expose what was shared with you in confidence. So it's so important. It's so important that you actually have a place, that you offer that place. But as anything I say here, I must emphasize this, and I'm not like this is serious. I'm trying to not to be so serious, but what's so important is that you first have to have that place inside of you. And if you don't have that place inside of you, guess what? How can you offer it to someone else? I need to emphasize that. How can you offer it to someone else? The lap of love. You must be able to be comfortable with your secrets, your weaknesses, your strengths, your place. There must be a sacred place inside of you in order for everyone else to have that sacred place. So it's so important, so important, so important. Now, if you need to call in at 646-478-5963. That's why it's so important. You may not know how to get to that place. You know, Kingdom View, there's people that don't know how to get there.
Repeat that one time. Repeat that.
Do you know that there are people who don't know how to create a lap of love?
Yes, sir, I do. I know someone very personally who is just coming to a place to understand that what a lap of love is, and that would be me. So yes, I do.
So this is the key thing. If you're listening to this show right now, by now you should be figuring out, okay, what do I need to do to get to this place? And then one of the key things you can do is this. You can contact me at Mr. L. You can contact me at facebook.com/Mr. L Radio Show. You need to sign up for a coaching session or just a one-on-one session with me. Why would you want to live in a place where you don't know what you're going to do, or you don't know that you can offer that lap of love? You have to know what that's important for you. You have to sign up for that coaching session. It's so imperative. See, sometimes it's better. We think in a coaching center sounds cute and nice and all that, but the biggest thing with a coaching session, Kingdom Diva, even with the lap of love, even with this subject today, is for someone else to say, you know what, this is where you're at, and this is where you need to go. What do you have to say about that?
I know that some of my greatest, what Oprah calls aha moments, when like a light comes on, has happened to me when I have sessions with you. When I am able to talk to you one-on-one and kind of share and we communicate, it's like we talk within ourselves, but when we find somebody who we can have that conversation with, who hears us, who understands us, who's honest with us, it helps us to confirm some things we're thinking, to give us a different perspective on some things we haven't thought about, and it gives us a clearer path to the journey where we're trying to go. So I am a firm believer in the work that you do, and that you have a special gift in that area. And I just think I do. Everybody can't help you navigate things well. People do it all the time in other areas. There are experts in many areas. We go to certain specialist doctors. We go see the greatest people to bake the best cakes, cookies, whatever. I'm just saying from experience that having the opportunity to have these sessions with you have made a difference in the way that I see things, the way I think about them, and I leave those sessions with information that I can apply to my life and see results, positive results.
Now, this is the thing. Now, I must say this. What you said is completely correct, and I thank you for it, and I'm absolutely humbled by it. But I must say this. This is the other side of it, what can happen if you did not talk to me. Can I really get down to it? We talking about the lap of love and all that. That's the subject tonight. But let me say this for the people that are on there. What's going to happen 5 years later if you do not take time to actually sit down and talk with me and set up a coaching session? Let me tell you what's going to happen. 5 years down the road, most likely you're going to gain more weight. 2, you're going to have a house full of cats. You're out buying cat litter. Friskies is going to be on your grocery list. You're going to be lonely. I would say something more about the lonely part, but I'm not going to say that because I'm Mr. L at this time. But you're going to be lonely, sad, disappointed, mad because you can't figure out why no man is trying to approach you. Here, someone's going to offer you strategic ways to get you to your results faster, quicker, at an accelerated rate. Why wait 5 years for that to happen? I don't understand why people just don't want to get help. If you know you need to lose weight, or you know you need to get things together, why don't you just say, hey, I need to get it away? You know why it is? It hasn't become important to you. Until you realize that your love life is so important to you that you want to be with somebody so bad, not so bad, but you want to be in a loving relationship, companionship, that it becomes I want this, not need it, or really that you don't want it, but you desire this. That is that important. I wanted to get, what do I need to do to get it happen like yesterday? This is where it all changed.